Hey guys, welcome to the Gardens Minds channel. I'm Jim. Today we're doing another episode of the Farm and Garden Rescue. Actually here with my buddy Aaron with Tough Citrus. And today we've been working a lot. We're on limited time, so I'm going to put in some B-roll of how overgrown this was and what we have accomplished in the limited time that we have. And you know, so Aaron, I got some clips of us actually taking out some citrus that, you know, this is a test and everything, and some have made, like a lot of them have made it.
Yeah.
But out in this field, and we'll go into it later, but we took one out that didn't look so great. We're going to upcut that and probably bring it to like more of a forested area, because that's a whole nother topic. But we're going to replace it with this one. And this one is?
X639 Citrandrum, South African Citrandrum.
Okay.
Cold hardy down to 0 degrees, but at the end of, actually at the beginning of summer last year, I planted a whole bunch of seedlings, little guys, that I probably shouldn't have. They struggled through the summer. They didn't do much growing because we didn't get a lot of water here. I wasn't here to water them, and it was just brutal hot sun. So they didn't do so good, but they're still alive. A lot of the bigger trees that were more established did better. 16, 17 degrees, 16 degrees one day, 17 degrees another. That was just a few weeks ago here in southeast North Carolina, near the coast, near South Carolina, North Carolina border, near the coast. And zone 8. All this stuff up front right here, these are all trifoliate hybrid citrus, which are cold hardy down from 0 degrees up to 10, depending on the variety. Usually around 0 to 5 degrees. But if you put something small in the ground, it struggles all summer, and then you got a really cold winter that's unusually cold winter. You know, if they're still alive, I'm going to yank them out. I'm going to put them in pots, put them in the greenhouse, give them some good fish emulsion, some fertilizer, bring them all back, and then eventually I might put them in the ground when they're about this size. Because I noticed that this first year, the ones that are exposed out here in the field, without any cover, even this is still pretty young. They struggle through the summer, and they're getting frozen in the wintertime. Whereas if you put them in an understory or in the forest, or even just with protection from trees and stuff, it's usually a little bit warmer, and the frost doesn't fall on them as much as bad. So I'm just the little guys were probably a little bit too hasty of a decision. They need to come out. I need to put some more in here that are going to be good, and this is probably the best time, because these ones I left outside, so they're dormant. Unlike normal citrus trees, like oranges, lemons, and stuff like that, they stay green year-round. They don't lose their leaves and turn yellow and get pretty colors and then drop their leaves in the wintertime. They're evergreen. The trifoliate, the wild citrus, actually is deciduous. It turns yellow, bright yellow, and loses its leaves. So when you cross one of those with an orange, they're semi-deciduous. So as you can see, its leaves turn yellow, but it's still got a little green in there, and it lost some of the other ones. But this one was left outside because I planned on planting in February, pretty much at the end of winter time, to try to get a jump on that, so that way they can get a little bit more established during the spring, instead of planting them in the little guys in the summertime in the Carolinas, you know. But,
so that's another point too. This is basically one of the first and only right now, like, actual citrus groves, like not just in pots, but like in the ground citrus in North Carolina.
In the state of North Carolina, I've been trying to find out. I'm trying to find out. Hey, what's working for other people? What are the other citrus groves? Where's citrus? There's a lot of people near Wilmington and Leland. You know, they grow citrus over there and stuff like that, but there's no actual, like, a field of citrus where there's some idiot planted, you know, 50, 60, 100 trees in North Carolina. But if you got the right varieties, you're okay. You know, they go semi-deciduous. The fruits are very rare, very good tasting, very sour, but some of them have really unique flavors, make good lemonade, that kind of thing.
Now I did show that, I'll put in some video of the wooded area where we actually, there's so much better, and it also goes back to traditional farming and why, you know, rows and open field versus potentially how it always kind of grows as more or less as like an actual understory.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, citrus is an understory tree. They don't grow out in the field.
Yeah. And you know, it's kind of, we can get into the whole idea. I know you shine some light on it with your channel and stuff too, with the greening disease. You know, canker was a big thing, but greening is huge now in Florida and California and stuff. But you know, again, burning daylight.
Well, hold on. Greening. Tell them what's cool about greening disease. That these are resistant.
So
not tolerant.
what I'm learning is that some of the older genetics and stuff like the actual trifoliates. I mean, you're more of the guy to roll it off your tongue.
Poncirus trifoliate is resistant to greening disease. Does not affect it. So the hybrids, some of them show more or less resistance. The sugar bell is tolerant. It's tolerant to greening disease. It's not resistant. When you look into it and stuff, they look at tolerance. In order to have a truly resistant greening disease, and this is a big deal. People are like, oh, I don't know what the hell these guys are talking about. Greening disease is wiping out all the citrus in Florida. There basically is no citrus industry in Florida anymore, and they won't be. Every year it becomes less and less harvested. The groves are being replaced with neighborhoods. You don't really find foreign orange juice in the stores anymore. California's next. It's been found there too. It wipes out all the citrus. But these are not as tasty, but they're tough. They're tough citrus. They're disease resistant and they're cold resistant.
So basically this is another part of, we're not trying to just put a band-aid on anything, we're really just trying to actually see what works and can be a suitable replacement that, you know, there's more. How many varieties do you have here?
I don't know.
You don't even?
No.
Well, there's a lot of plants here and they're all different.
I mean, I'd say a lot of the seedlings that all look different. You know, you got F1 hybrids, the F2s, you save the seeds from those, there's variation in them all.
Yeah.
So every one of the seedlings could possibly be a new variety, especially when the leaves all look different, the fruit's going to be different.
Yeah. So it's more beyond, like, then we can get into the phenotype and then
but
by genealogy.
I know that when I counted them, I have 89 trees in ground in North Carolina. And there was another guy who said he had 60 trees, and I was trying to find out if he's got them in pots or anything. I was excited to see what varieties he's grown and stuff like that, and he never responded back to me.
So if you stumble upon this video and you're watching it,
yeah, please tell me, guys. I want to go. I want to see what you guys are doing. You guys, I've got a new driveway set up. You guys can come here. This is all about trying to expand the citrus industry out of Florida and California and into places like North Carolina, South Carolina, and even in your backyard if you're in Raleigh or Charlotte or Columbia or even in Georgia, you know.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool community, and also, again, a lot of it's the old research. Again, your channel just talks a lot about it, and just moving into, you know, do it more boots on the ground, trying to get some stuff done so we can do it. Again, we're burning daylight, so I'm going to cut this intro kind of short, but I'm going to put some B-roll on there. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like it, like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. We're going back to work. last tree right before the morning that we have to head out on our little camping trip.
Yeah.
Which one was this again?
Sinton.
Sinton.
It's a Sinton citrine plot.
Okay. Well, we obviously still have some painting to finish, some molding to do.
Yeah.
Finish up some trim work on that. The insulation was fun. Probably should have taken some more video of that fun project. That definitely helped though. Made the nights a lot better.
Oh yeah, every bit of insulation, it got warmer.
I mean, it gets cold out here, and to have a citrus grove is actually kind of cool. I'm like really excited to see how this kind of develops over time. They survived. I can't wait. I know once they get their roots done, they start popping off, and then it'll look completely different.
Yeah, usually within the first few years, year or two, they get established, and then they start putting on a lot of growth every year. First year is just kind of a struggle, just trying to get them.
Such is life.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I'm happy to come back here. Thank you, Aaron, again for sharing space.
Absolutely.
And doing everything. So this was the first video for Gardens Mine on the Farm and Garden Rescue. So we're gonna just keep going back and doing this, and if you like this, stay tuned for some other farms and other things that are coming around. So again, I'm Jim, this is Aaron. Together we can grow a better future. Talk to you later. Peace.